Hey, everybody, it's your girl, Storytime Miss Top on Deck.
And it's your girl, Psychics Anonymous, still anonymous.
And together we are
your favorite besties.
Sorry.
Let's do it again. No, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is what happens when your bestie is catting off before you're supposed to record. She was doing all these weird poses and stances, and you know, see? I told you. You play too much.
Okay. And together we are your
Anonymous, start from the beginning.
Hey, everybody, it's your girl, Storytime Miss Top on Deck.
And it's your girl, Psychics Anonymous, still anonymous.
And together we are your favorite besties. Okay, you guys, we are cornballs. We've been recording today. Today's the day that we've been recording.
Yeah.
Bringing you guys news that you can use, the heat that you guys going to have to hear about.
Entertainment and media.
This is the tea that you guys live for, and we're here to bring it to you. Anonymous, what do we have on deck today?
Okay, this was a funny one. Okay. And I think it's going to be funny to see how many men agree with this and how many other men go, come on, bruh. You can do better than that. I've read some comments already on this discussion, so let me get into it. Men ask if it's okay to make girlfriend contribute to bills and rent when she sleeps over.
Wait. What? Wait.
A man,
He wants his girlfriend to pay his bills and his rent when she spends
the night over. He thinks she should contribute. He thinks she should pay a fee.
Does he pay when he stay at her house?
No, he doesn't.
You know what? I'm not gonna play with you today. I see you with that. You with the shits and giggles now. Okay, I'm not gonna do this with you. I'm not. Go on, get into the story, because
okay. They say relationships are all about compromise and equality, but one guy might have taken it too far. A man took to Reddit to ask for advice following a spat with his girlfriend. The problem, he wants to charge her prorated rent whenever she sleeps over.
These are hustlers. This dude's a straight piece of crap.
Prorated rent.
Piece of crap.
Where they do that at?
Where they do that at? I mean, first of all, if that's the case, see, and some people,
is she your girlfriend or a prostitute?
They're not gonna like it when I say this. She needs to charge us from some of that cookie then.
I just said, is she your girlfriend or a prostitute?
You gonna be charging her to stay over there.
If you guys want to see, I think it's dangerous territory to go tit for tat with charging.
Better watch that one.
Especially because guess what? If you guys did that, you may realize that one person is actually doing much more than you are.
Better watch it.
Yeah. So I don't know. That seems like dangerous territory.
I'd steer clear.
So it says, I guess a male, 28, has been with my girlfriend, female, 22, for about a year now.
Yeah, she's 6 years younger than you.
It's just don't make no sense.
Sure.
For about a year now, and that's a little early to be charging prorated on. Anyways. For about a year now, and things have been going really well up until recently. We live in separate apartments, and we're spending about one night a week together at my place, but recently it has turned into 3 or 4 nights a week. Okay, he said he decided she should start paying $24 per night when she stays with him.
She needs to stay home.
She needs to dump his ass.
Yeah. I'd leave him altogether. I wouldn't even play that game.
She needs to dump him.
I wouldn't even play that game
altogether. This is just, come on now. He says, now don't get me wrong, I love having my girlfriend sleep over, and I could even see us living together one day. However, when I asked her to start paying $24 each night she stays over, she got really upset.
No duh.
Right.
No duh, you jerk.
He said, I explained that all of my utility bills have gone up significantly since she started her house half the time. And that $24 for one night in an $1,800 a month apartment is a great deal. Heck, I wish I got to live in my apartment for that little. So it says he is shocked, and she and her friends think he's mega weird. He is weird. Anyway, her and her friends think I'm being unreasonable, and her friends are telling her to dump me. Good friends.
Yeah. Good advice.
I really love her and don't want to lose her, but I'm afraid of ending up in a relationship where bills aren't split equally. And I don't want to be with someone who just sees me as a dude, a meal ticket? You ain't doing enough to be considered a meal ticket. Yeah. I got something else to say about that, but hold on. I think it's reasonable to ask her to help pay for things now that she's spending more time at my place, but maybe I'm wrong. Am I an asshole? Yeah,
yes.
You are. And here's another thing, you are. But I have a problem with dudes like this. you're not even doing nothing. Dude, you're not even doing nothing. For you to sit back and say, I don't want her to see me as a meal ticket, for one, you're not rich. If you were, you wouldn't be petty enough to be charging her $24
right.
Okay, a night per night that she spends with you, for one. For two, I never heard you talk about reciprocate that.
Right.
Where's your $24 payment to her every time you sleep with her? For three, I think she should charge you for sex. Because every time she's over there, I'm sure you want it. And since you want to put a number on things,
yeah, if we want to quantify,
if you want to put a number on things,
we gotta play the
she should put a number on
game.
that
Well, let's
cookie.
quantify.
Story time.
Yeah, well, you know what? One thing I will say is that I agree with you, Anonymous, fully. And then another thing it makes me think is you guys are both younger adults, okay? I think you are being a little bit over. I think this guy, he's been a little bit overzealous because your reasoning. I understand your reasoning. Your bills going up, or whatever else. Perhaps you should get a better paying job, or maybe another. I don't know. Maybe you're not ready for a relationship because you can't afford it. That's another thing. That's another thing. But at the same time, on another thing, your bills are going up and this and that. If you really love her and this is the person who you want to be with, see, I haven't heard you say that. Like, I'm so in love with her, I can see her being my wife. And, you know, I heard you say eventually you guys may move together. But that doesn't sound like a real long-term serious commitment to me. It just sounds like while we're dating, I feel like you should be chipping in and doing it my way. That's what it feels like to me. I do think, though, if you guys were in a serious, committed relationship where you really saw it building foundation and going somewhere, why wouldn't you just, instead of saying she should pay when she's at your house, why don't you guys move together and conjoin the bills? And that way it's equal responsibility, not her feeling like you are trying to be as petty as you can and a sweaty palm Sally when it comes to the money.
And he's being tacky.
You know, and saying you're going to have to give me $24. Well, okay, put it like this. If I'm the female, I'm not going to come to your house 3 times a week and give you $24 every time I come and lay down with you. I will not cook for you. You will not touch me. There will be no intimacy. There will be none of that. Because if so, then I feel like, well, if you have the right to charge me, then I certainly have the right to charge you.
Absolutely. I can't agree more. So, like I told you, I was reading some of the comments and the people were just not having it. One of these commenters said something that you actually said earlier, so let me get into that. They said, unless she moves in, she doesn't owe you rent. You are hosting her as someone you want to spend time with. Even things out by staying at her place some nights. That's what I said. If it bothers you that much. And what is she doing to cause such a spike in your bill? She's not. You guys, PG&E don't even work like that. So every time she comes for 2 or 3 nights a week, he has to pay a $24 each day more. Get out of here. So no, you don't.
And if so, I want to know, how is he quantifying that? Are you saying that she's cutting every light on in the apartment when she's there? She insists on sleeping with them on all night. She's turning the heater on, which you would never do, or the AC, which you would never do otherwise.
Right.
You know, how do you justify that?
Which you would probably never do.
I want to know what's his method for measuring, because I honestly think it's all in his head. And you know what? Maybe he sleeps in the dark and turns no heat on. Maybe he strikes a match and eats his cold hot dog from the refrigerator so he doesn't burn heat from the stove and say, there, I'm good here. You know, she come on, all she wants to use water. You know, which you have to use water.
Yeah,
well, she's like, yes, I like to have a shower or a bath every day. You see what I'm saying?
It's just absolutely foolish. So another person says she's a guest. If you feel it's becoming a semi-permanent situation that you would like to become a permanent situation, then suggest that. I can't even imagine how offended she was by her boyfriend asking her to pay a nightly fee to stay at his place. I agree. I'd be very offended.
Yeah.
But I'd be so offended to dump his ass, though.
Well, yeah.
That's just me, though.
You guys, light up the comments before, and I'm just going to finish reading these, okay? But I want you guys at home to light up the comments and let us know, have you guys ever heard of this, okay?
$24 a night, ladies.
And are you guys one of the people who says more or less that's a reasonable request? I mean, she is standing there and increasing his bills, and if you are one of those people, that's totally fine, but how do you think he's quantifying it, or how would you quantify it as being more justly so if it's just 3 nights a week, and technically the lights are only on because they have them on together, you know what I mean, or maybe somebody's in the shower more. So I don't know. But you guys, light up the comments, let us know your opinion, okay?
Okay, here's a male's commenter. He said, you eat the cost of having her stay at your place in return for her company, affection, time, love, sex, and whatever else you are choosing to be with her. And unless you want to move in together, suck it up. Good luck finding any other girl that would be cool with how you are treating her in this situation, bro.
No, I like this commenter here because, I mean, come on, where is the whole... And then I start wondering, where are these people coming from? You see what I'm saying? How is this really a thing, Anonymous?
I don't know.
Really?
Dude, but you know what, like I said, what the part that baffles me
single, I'm sorry.
is the fact that he never said, oh, I'm being reasonable. Every time I go to her house, I'm going to pay her $24 a night. He never said that. He never thought that sex should be a factor to come into it, but sex is work, is it not?
It is.
Okay, because while she's having sex with you, she could be at work getting she could be at work making
a lot
that money.
of energy.
It takes a lot of energy. No, you're right. And here's the thing: I'm not trying to be funny, but while she's giving you sex for free, she could be getting paid for that same sex she's giving you.
It's true.
So, but then she could decide, you know what? I think I need to charge you for this cookie because if I wasn't here with you wasting my time giving up for free, I could be getting paid for it.
It's true. It's a real
Let's not act like it's not a commodity.
Come on now.
And then you got the nerve to say $24.
Since the beginning of time. So
yeah, for real.
I think that he did not think this thing out. He sounds kind of pompous and arrogant, but then again, I understand that because
he sounds like he should be single.
He's inexperienced. But you know what though? Dancing down the line, okay, if we think about it, his destination is single.
It's
okay, his destination.
You know what? He's gonna be mad when he's paying for it. He ain't got no girlfriend.
Exactly.
That's when you ain't got nobody to love you and to come and spend time with you and to hug you and to kiss you and all this kind of stuff.
And actually give
a damn about you.
Right.
You got a lady who said, "Give me my money up front."
Right.
And afterwards, she's out.
Exactly. That's a real thing, Anonymous. That's a real thing.
So
that's a real thing. So yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into this last comment. It says, I believe in equally splitting expenses, but this is far beyond that. No one charges their significant other to spend the night, and I highly doubt that her using a little extra water for a shower is making your bills go up by 24.
See? That's why I said, how do you quantify it?
Right. If you're seeing higher utility bills, maybe it's because you're spending more time at home yourself.
Yeah.
That's true, because you're not spending that much time at her place anymore, so now you're more home. It's true. That's a good point there. Anyways, you guys got to let us know what you guys think about this. Where do you fall on the spectrum? Do you say, I don't think this guy's being totally unreasonable. She should have to pay. She should have to help. She should have to care. Whatever your opinion is. Or are you saying, you know what? Dude, you dived off the deep end with this one. You dove off the deep end.
And can I say this too? Let me add to this one last piece. I think that it is absolutely reasonable. Like, say if you're at your dude's house 3 times a week, and this is not something that he would have to be like a little snotty, chirping bird about or anything. I would naturally just say, okay, I'm here more times or whatever else. So I would like bring groceries and stuff like that. And then if we're out of household cleaning supplies, go buy some household cleaning supplies because I notice we use the last of this. Fabioso, whatever you use, Clorox, right? That's normal, reasonable trade on and off. Like when you're in that kind of situation, that I would say that it would be reasonable for her to do for him without him asking, and it would be reasonable for her to do the same without the situation,
Right. And that's a very good point. But here's the thing that he didn't say. Who's to say she's not doing that?
You don't know.
Most people in relationships automatically do stuff like that.
Especially if you guys been dancing together for at least a year, you said you see you guys moving in together, then it would be reasonable for you guys to kind of share that and kind of
share resources. Right.
There you go. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
To share the resources, right? Okay. So I can see that part has been totally, I don't see a problem with that.
I don't see a problem with that either. And he didn't mention that she was not already doing that. So I don't know, $24 a night is off the deep end. You ain't got my vote for it. I'm keeping real.
You definitely don't got my vote. I can't lie. For that one. You get a thumbs down, double thumbs down.
2 thumbs down from your favorite besties, period.
No, I wouldn't.
That's not the way to go.
Yeah, no. You know what? I think you need to think about that a little bit more. And perhaps
I think you need to strongly evaluate if you like to be single. Just strongly evaluate that. Like, for real. Imagine your life alone. It's just you now. Yeah. Nobody's coming to your house. They're not going to touch your electricity. It's not going to spike. It's going to go down. Your water bill won't go up. Your grocery bill won't go. Everything's going to go down significantly. And you're going to be in that house alone.
Right. And then so,
Would you prefer that?
Well, you know what I mean? Or you can just, it sounds like you might be one of those people who are, no, because I was going to say, if he just want like a buddy situation, you're going to expect his buddy to come. Can you bring some groceries when you come?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you're going to sit over here for the next 2 hours, can you bring $15 so we can make sure the lights covered and the water? In case you want to wash your hands after you
use that. Stay single playing games like that.
All right, dude, that's enough. Anyways, blessings to both of y'all. Light blessings to both of y'all. We're going to go ahead and swim up out of this fish tank now. We done said what we had to say, right?
Yeah. If you guys would like to sponsor this podcast, you can take the intimate approach by going to Cash App, putting in the $, and then put in your favorite besties. If you would like to sponsor us right here on Anchor, you can go to anchor.fm/psychics-anonymous and hit that sponsor button in story time. If they would like to send us love mail, where can they find us?
If you guys would like to send us love mail, which we hope that you do, you guys can go ahead and dance on over to YourFavoriteBesties13@gmail.com, and we'd appreciate that.
Yep.
So thank you guys so much for rocking with us. Until next time, you guys have been rocking with
your favorite besties.
Bye.
Bye.